Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Talkish. It's your girl, Randy Rosario, and I'm kicking it here with my new friends and family. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Okay, I'm going right to you first, mister. I want to be quiet today. What's your name? Introduce yourself.
I'm Mikey Eckstein, here with Chuck Bennett, Mario Lou.
She didn't say introduce us. She said introduce yourself.
Mikey is so professional right now, y'all. I don't know who this. Yeah, I don't know who this is. It's
Well,
here.
you know what? It's Talkish. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have a little drink. All right.
Enjoy your H2O.
Okay.
Anywho, there we go. We got my sister in the building too. Hey, boo.
Marielu, your favorite morning news anchor. Hello, everybody.
And is, and last but definitely not least, and you know I'm a head of ad libs. Definitely not least, our favorite fashion guy and our favorite fashion godfather here in Detroit.
I believe you mean the godfather of fashion,
The
Chuck
godfather.
Bennett.
Fashion guru.
I got you every time.
I'm not mad at that, Chuck.
Yes.
How long have you been into fashion?
I actually, I was wearing a tuxedo when I was born. No, I've really been into fashion. Like when I was a little kid, I loved to dress.
That's dope.
I have pictures of myself when I was like 5 years old dressed up. I've always hated to wear jeans. I've never worn jeans. And once my mother was going to make me wear jeans, and I ran away from home.
What?
And the police picked me up, and they called my mother.
How old were you?
I was probably about 7.
I knew he was gonna say something young like that.
Right.
You ran
Oh, wow.
away.
Oh, jeans, please, darling.
Like you knew they were beneath you.
At
You're
least
like-
give me some corduroys. I'll do corduroys.
Okay.
I was
Okay, the
And I
texture.
said, when the whole designer jean thing started before all of your time, like with Gloria Vanderbilt, Calvin Klein, and that's when it became okay for everybody to wear, for the chic people to wear jeans.
Okay.
So I did buy a couple pair, but I honestly, and everybody should know this, I don't have a body for jeans, so I don't wear them. So you
Mhm.
should know what works for you and what doesn't.
Yeah,
work.
because jeans
Shout
are
out
for
to
everybody.
that. Shout out to that. Can you wear jeans?
No.
Well,
You
I
have to
can,
ask
but
about
I
the
don't.
pair.
I don't like them.
Why?
I don't like jeans. I don't like the texture. One,
The
And I-
texture.
I don't like the jean.
Really?
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
me and Mikey connect on a having sensory issue
Mhm.
situation.
Oh.
My-
Yeah, that's our thing. We
Okay.
don't like textures.
You don't
we
like jeans
sauces,
either?
We don't like being. We have our things.
But
right?
everybody has their own. Yeah. But everybody has their own little texture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
And-
never mind. We're not.
But don't you like feeling things? Don't you like feeling
I like
stuff?
feeling
Look,
things, but I don't like.
Feel these.
Y'all
Like
gonna
this
make-
fab.
What you doing up under
Feel that.
He talking about his
Come on,
Look.
feel these.
Oh yeah.
Boy, get out of here.
She's married, Chuck. Chill.
No, that was a good one. I'm sorry. You know some beauty.
He said, put your hand right here.
Yeah. Feel
Touch
How
that.
you put your hand right?
Put your hand right here.
Where's your husband? He ain't in the room right
Where's
now.
your-
Husband.
Listen.
Yeah,
Okay, he's
your
not in the room.
husband.
Listen,
Okay.
y'all looked around like he's scary in real life. Hey, Zeddy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know, Marielle and I are new to the Talkish family.
Mhm.
I want to know about Talkish and how it started. And you guys come up with the name. Like before we got to recording today, you talked about how you came up with the name. I want to hear that story on camera.
I think that is important at how we arrive to
Where
what
we are.
do.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to think of talking, and we want to talk about.
Let me rewind real quick. Let me rewind because I remember vividly how this whole thing started.
Oh, you found the file in your head? 'Cause we
But
were
let
talking
me
about
hold on.
that.
We'll get to the. I'll let Chuck get with the name element of it. But Chuck had called me one day, and it was beginning of COVID or some shit. He was like, Mikey, you know, I really like want to get back in the radio or something. So if you hear of anything, keep me in mind. You know, we were kind of tossing a couple things, and then Josh called me on the other line, and by the time I answered, I said, Chuck, I just thought, what if we did a podcast together? Because we're three opposite folks, right? He was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And then we came together and we're like, all right, let's give it a run. And we did. And then Chuck, you could how the name.
So we were just saying, well, what are we going to call it? What are we going to do? We're going to talk. So I represented a rapper in Atlanta many years ago in another one of my lives. And his name was Shit Talk. And I said, that's basically what we're going to be doing is shit talking. And it's like, okay, so we don't want to call it shit talk.
Right.
So, but like, okay, on social media, it's ish. So we'll call it ish talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. I kind of like that a little bit. Ish talk. Sounds German. Ish talk. So ish talk, ish talk. Then Mikey goes, talkish. And we all look and go, there it is.
Look at you.
Talkish.
Okay.
Because, and that goes along with blackish and mixedish and it also talk shit.
Yeah, so that's what I thought it was.
That's what we're doing here.
I thought it was the radio version of shit. You know,
It basically
the
is
radio
the
edit is
PC
always
version
ish.
of shit talk.
Yeah.
So then when we decided that we should come back for a bigger and better version of shit talk, of talkish, we decided that who better than two beauties, two queens of talking ish.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh.
Mario,
What?
we're not gonna sit here and play these games.
Okay.
I am a classy news lady. I don't know what you mean.
Okay,
Baby,
wait,
you
wait,
sit
wait,
on
wait,
you
let
sit
me-
on that
let me-
couch.
let me-
You sit on that couch and shade them people all morning. All morning.
Come on.
She be shady
Girl.
all morning.
Randy.
All morning.
Randy.
Just let it out.
What are we saying?
With a little.
I
But
think
you
it's-
know what? This is what I love. So many people don't get it at
No.
all. And I sit there, I'm laughing at Mario because I know her.
Right.
If you
And
didn't,
I know, ooh, it's like, ooh, girl, you want to be. I'll text her. It's like,
Me
you are so shady.
me too.
And nobody gets it. Nobody even
If you
got
don't
it.
know her
Right.
personally, you don't
Yeah.
know that she's being
Oh,
shady.
she
I
just
am
read you
working.
for blood.
I'm working on my facial expression.
Oh,
good
yeah,
luck.
you are. You're good.
Oh,
You're getting better.
I am
Bull
working on my
crap. I
facial
have a
Oh,
video.
yeah,
I have a video.
Apparently,
of
I need to
her.
work on mine too.
Yeah, you do. I have a video of her that popped up from 5 years ago, telling her to work on her facial expression.
It's been
And
a
it just
work
so
in progress.
happened to be a day that I was posting a video telling her that she needs to work on her facial expression. Girl, bye.
Well, I'm
Mario
still
be
working
sitting
on
up
them.
there like this. It's like, girl, Mario. It's like,
We see-
yeah.
we see you. We see you.
Oh, I
No,
should
but
smile.
listen,
You
I do
messy.
want to give you these flowers though, because I do think it's really, really dope that on the Noon, you guys cover and do so much community work as far as like putting
Yeah.
people that look like us in a position to get that spotlight. You
Yes.
know, I love
Thank
it. I
you.
love when you guys do your
Yes.
segment with Chuck. I love when you highlight Black businesses, Black brands, you know, just
Yes.
Black
yes.
people, the black and
Thank
black
you.
and the black.
Yeah.
I love all that
Black,
black stuff.
No,
Oh.
it's-
I love it.
Noon is
Oh, hey
really-
there, Mikey. How you doing?
Oh, Lord, Mikey,
Black
Mikey
and
is
black. And Mikey.
he doesn't know nothing about black.
Black and black.
That
black.
doesn't bother him.
No,
It's been a
we
great
got-
opportunity, though, to just
He's been in the
Tell the
black
truth
environment for
story.
Oh,
like
listen,
ever. at this
Mikey,
point.
black is all of us.
Yeah, no.
Some of his best friends are black.
Yeah.
But that's the truth, though.
Well,
And
you know,
can
let
I
me
just
tell
say
the-
one other thing, Mikey, because I thought about this the other day.
Mhm.
And this is kudos to you. You are a white man who is in really sort of a black business, but not exclusively. And you have a lot of black friends. And one would expect you to act black.
Mhm.
And you don't do that. And I love you for that. You are who you are. You have some black. You do speak a little.
You got a little twang sometimes.
Ebonics.
African American vernacular.
You
Well,
but he doesn't do it offensively.
No.
And he doesn't do it like I'm trying to be
Right.
black.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
trying to be cool.
When he
yeah.
says something in Ebonics, that's because
that's his
who
first
we are.
nature.
That's
yeah.
his
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
you know, and I've kind of, well, first of all, I grew up in Ann Arbor, which is a very diverse town. And when I grew up, like my little crew, it was a Japanese kid, a black kid, a mixed kid, an Arabic Muslim kid, and me. I didn't see color at all. You know, it was my crew. But I remember vividly, like visiting family in Ohio. I was with my parents, and I was like, I think I was in second grade, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, why was all the white people over there, and why is it all black people over here? Where's everybody else at? And they were like, Son, where we live,
Welcome
it ain't
to
like
America.
we're, and that's when I was kind of like, damn, that's whack, know.
Yeah.
So at an early age, I was just like, cool. And my parents were super cool. Like my parents were cool as hell with any race, diversity, but on the contrary to that too, like I find myself, because I am pretty diverse with my associations with people, with the work that I do, the entertainment industry as a whole. But I'll catch myself. I'm like, I'll be talking to some people from New York, and I'm like, yeah, B. I'm like, I didn't just say that, did I?
Yeah.
It's just
Like
kind of
Marielle with y'all and y'all.
Oh,
She'll y'all in a minute.
I
As
will
soon as
y'all
you
y'all
get
to
it.
death.
Hold on, where are you from originally?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's another fun fact. Marielle and I didn't know each other until today.
Yeah.
Like we spoke maybe a couple sentences together previously, and then Randy and Chuck didn't know each other
No.
until we had a meeting prior to this episode.
Yeah.
So just letting everybody kind of know this dynamic.
Yeah,
you
we're
know,
all getting it. I've
But
literally, when I tell you, I've had the opportunity to meet Chuck numerous times. I'm just very finicky and funny about how I'm introduced to people.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just meet Chuck. Like meeting Chuck it's an event. Like you gotta put that shit on.
You better come right, baby.
You
don't
gotta
come
put that
right.
shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you came right though,
okay.
baby. You
Thank
came
you.
right on.
I
I
put that
said
shit
Chuck.
on. Okay.
I was like, okay, go ahead. I turned to Mikey. I was like, we'll do her.
And then the cherry
And
on
then she
top.
had to bring a friend. No,
And then
I'm
the
just
cherry
kidding.
on top was we both from the east side. Ooh.
Okay.
There you go.
And then we got Boo Girl, and she was like, so can we bring along Marielle? Absolutely.
Yeah, baby.
Of
Because
course.
I can't be doing no projects in Detroit without my girl. Okay.
So
We
with
understand.
all of that,
Yes.
we basically have given you a quick synopsis of what we're going to be like, and that and even more. We will introduce ourselves and talk more about ourselves in these beginning segments. But you want to say
one other
something?
thing is we've also found a beautiful home to do
Yeah.
our
Absolutely.
podcast at.
100%.
Okay. The Cambria Hotel in Cibo, the restaurant, they have been wonderful. Chuck and I have been talking about doing this again. I'm like, I don't want to go back to the studio and do a podcast. We all have a lot going on in our lives. So this all made sense. With the four of us, this place, the hospitality, here we are.
And it smells real good too. They ain't got roaches or nothing.
Girl.
Okay. But listen,
So
she's
guys,
from
who do
Detroit.
we have?
I'm from Detroit. Of course I know what a roach look like. Okay, today we have Miss Michigan and we have the head chief of fire.
He
The
is
fire-
the
the
Detroit
head-
Fire Chief,
There you go.
James Harris.
Listen, baby, I'm a little ghetto. And you ain't got
Okay.
no cars for me, so you ghetto too. So, I mean, hey.
And we have DJ Tay Made. So we're going to have a fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
episode.
real good
Well,
show, a
round
real
one.
good episode. But who we got up first?
We're going to have Chief Harris.
Yes, Chief Harris.
He's done the most interviews.
Okay, I want to talk about these fires, baby. You hear me? Here we go, Chief Harris. Come on up.
Welcome back to Talkish. We got my man, Chief James Harris from the Detroit Fire Department here. This is my boy. We've had a lot of fun times this past year. And thanks for coming on this show.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
You look very proper. I'm not used to seeing that. But man, looking like this.
Good to have you.
So
Thank you.
very
Thank you.
proper.
Before you start with him,
Uh-huh.
I want to just jump right in because I'm going to tell you, Chief, the girls are getting ready to beat up on you a little bit. They're not going to make this a real fun interview.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to
I'm
start
trying to get my
off.
man to
I'm
sweat.
going to start off with a fun question.
All right.
Now, most little boys and a few little girls grow up thinking, when I grow up, I want to be a firefighter.
Absolutely.
Did that happen to you?
Absolutely.
Really? At what age did you decide you want to be a firefighter?
And actually, my granddad bought me a fire chief's car, old metal one. I still have it.
How old are you?
I was 2.
Okay.
Get
Wow.
out of
Yeah.
here.
Listen.
You still
Yes.
have it?
Still have
Listen.
it.
Let me hear that
Listen.
story.
Still have it.
Shut up. Listen, I was that kid. I had everything fire,
Yeah.
right? I had fire, helmet, fire. And
Yes.
then when I found out my parents lived in this little apartment building and the fire trucks came in, I was like, well, why are they putting it out? I thought they started the fire.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, oh.
No.
What type
No.
of demonic
I didn't know.
was
I was
What
like,
is that?
No.
That was not how your story was gonna go.
I don't know. I thought fire was cool.
Not at all.
I don't know.
Chief, what
No.
was your version?
Yeah, give me
So-
Can we get back
Give
to
us
your-
a success
No, that's
to the original
Give us
question.
that success story.
but that is good stuff because a lot of us children, we play around with matches and start
My
fires.
mom took me to the fire
Yeah.
department when
But-
I was playing with matches.
Yeah, but I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to set a fire. And
Did you-
ironically,
did you continue that train of thought? I mean, did you?
no, I veered off. I want to go to the league.
Really?
I still do.
Yeah.
I still, I
That's
put me on a
reason
10-day
to
roster
Hey,
with the
hold on.
Lions. I'll sign me up right now.
Hey,
Oh,
Mike,
yeah.
what you
He
want?
does.
He's about to be an actor. I'm about to be
Yeah.
an agent. Watch.
Yeah, so that's another one of my dreams.
Really?
Yes, acting, NFL, fire chief. That's it.
Okay.
So I don't go to work.
You
Yeah.
only got 2 more to go.
He's from
Yeah.
Detroit. Of
Yeah.
course he hustles.
Yeah, I don't go to work. I don't go to work at all. I'm living my
Of course
dream
you got
every day.
Okay, well then let me do this right now. I'm turning you over to the girl.
Well,
All right.
Okay, before we get into the deep questions, because Mario, I do have a couple deep questions for you. I would like to say, number one, I have a 3.5-year-old son, and we visited one of the Detroit fire stations. My godfather, Ron Jones,
Come on, Big Ron. This is my
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
What up, though,
Ron,
Ron, if
yeah.
you're watching? Yes.
he had us visit his home station.
Yes.
And when I tell you if I call my son right now, like, yo, what do you want to be when you grow up? He's gonna say a firefighter.
all right.
I
The
love it.
impression that was left upon him is phenomenal. One of my friends that I call my sister, which is also his teacher because he's homeschooled and she comes to teach him. She made him a fire truck out of a cardboard box last year.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
And when I tell you guys, it was so hard separating him from that box.
I love it. I
It
love
was
it.
so hard getting him away from that box. But so I wanted to tell you that because I do want to give flowers that I think it's dope that you are a Black man in that space.
Thank
And
you.
young Black children need to see people in spaces of leadership like that. So that's dope to me.
Thank you.
I actually am an author and I help people publish books too. And last year I helped a firefighter that works for you by the name of Donnell Clayton
That's my guy.
publish a book
Yes.
called Fire Safety with firefighter Clayton and Lola. It's a
Yes,
book about
daughter.
fire safety and
Yes.
with his daughter and
We
him.
were just talking
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
he models for
Small
me.
world.
That's
Yeah, he's on
beautiful.
Fox 2
Donnell,
all the
yeah.
time.
He's
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
awesome. So I helped him publish that book, helped him market the book, and it's had a lot of success. It did
Yes.
very good on Amazon, like top 10 seller on Amazon.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was very successful in this category.
Wow.
Hold on. Wait, do y'all do like the fireman calendars and shit?
No,
We've
that
done
Is
it.
that your thing?
We've done them in the past.
I remember
is not what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yes.
I just remember
How
that was
much
like
of
a
the
thing,
job-
wasn't it?
How
Right,
much
that's
of
a
the
whole
job
different
is
thing, right?
is education versus actually putting fires out? When you go and you're in the neighborhoods and you're inspiring kids,
Yes.
how much of it is that versus actually going to do the tough work?
It's better. And
Yeah.
actually, that's what I'm the chief of. That's how I got my foot in the door as far as my gift, which is public speaking. So I got promoted to lieutenant in 2017 with the Community Relations Division. And that's all we do. We go to every school, every synagogue, every church, every parent group, block club.
So how long have you been in this industry? How long have you had this job?
27 years in
How
September.
old are you?
That's beautiful.
I really don't want to say.
Okay.
Let's say he started working
He
when he was there
started
when he was
young.
18.
Yeah, I
Let's say
started very young.
that. 18 plus
Um,
27.
And we'll
Child
talk.
labor,
We'll
really.
talk
18
offline.
plus 27 equals none of your business.
Yeah.
No,
Child labor, really.
no, but
Very
it'll be
young.
27 years in September.
Yeah.
And I don't regret it. Like I said, it's
Are you married?
no.
Mm.
No.
Okay, I'm just trying to let everybody.
Yes, no.
Chuck's the ladies' biggest wingman.
He trying to
Yes.
ask. He trying to ask if you
Yes.
married. He trying to get you in the calendar, taking your shot.
yeah.
I was like, so back to this
Been there,
calendar.
been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Back to this calendar.
Might go back
situation.
down that road, but not the calendar
Let me
road.
ask you this: if you were to be on a calendar, what month would you be?
March.
Are you an Aries?
March 21st, the only sign that
Wait a
matters.
minute!
Oh,
I'm March
come
27.
on, yeah.
I'm not an Aries, but I love
27.
y'all.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew it.
right here.
We vibing.
That's
Yeah.
why we
Come
vibe.
on.
My
Yeah.
husband
That's
is
why
an
we
Aries.
vibe.
Yes, you
One of my
know.
best friends is an Aries.
So you know.
My mother is an Aries.
So you
I
know.
rock
She
y'all.
gets us.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
she
get
gets
that.
us.
Okay, y'all
Yes,
having
for
too
sure.
much fun.
Okay.
I was supposed to be the
Here.
fun one.
Yeah, let's
And y'all
go.
having
We
fun.
can be fun
I'm
too.
gonna take it down. I'm gonna let
Here.
Marielle
We can
ask
be
you a
fun,
question
too.
that's been on her mind.
Okay.
We are also always advocates in the mental health community.
Yes.
And I know when it comes to specifically the work that you do, and firefighters do hold, and now we have to get serious, the highest suicide rates among all professions. Why do you think that is, and what are you guys doing to work on that?
That's an awesome question.
Thank you.
A lot of our training, and to lay people, you all probably think the majority of our training is physical.
Yeah.
How to climb a ladder. We're doing push-ups. We got to pull you out. We got to put you on our shoulders. We got to open this window. We got to open this wall. But a lot of us, especially when I came on, it was a different generation. Our supervisors were Vietnam vets. So they were just like, tough it up, kid.
Yeah.
That's it. This is what you signed up for. You might see somebody perish in a fire. You might see somebody perish in an accident. Tough it up. But now we see more and more and more. And you think about it, if you go to war, how many people are you going to see pass away?
A lot. Yeah.
But we've been doing this, say, you multiply that times 27 years. You name a soldier that's been in war 27 years straight.
That's what I was saying.
So think
And
about
they're called the same too. Like when you go into work, it's not called like, oh, I'm clocking in. It's
we
called,
on duty.
and it's like, isn't it called like on not on tour, but
We're on duty. We're on
But y'all are
shift.
the first responders.
First responders.
Yeah.
So we
Like,
see it all.
First.
a
Yes.
lot of this, and especially in the city of Detroit, at least, I know that when we talk directly about fires, but you guys have to do some of the other work as well.
Medical runs, accidents, elevator rescue, cutting you out of a car, bus, train, you name it. Water rescue, we
Yeah.
see it all. So shout out to my boss, Commissioner Chuck Sims. He's got a robust counseling.
Mhm.
Counseling, health and wellness. We can go talk to people.
Yeah.
But you know, the stigma years ago was like,
Yeah,
oh,
man.
I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't need to talk to nobody. You do.
Yeah.
Because we
So
see a lot.
Who helps the firefighters?
We have counselors. We
Yeah.
have a robust system.
I mean, and how regular is that? I mean, does everyone have to report monthly to this counselor, or do they wait
have
until
open
something
access.
happened and then they have to report to the counselor? How does that work?
Great question. Our counselors make rounds. So say, for example, they may come to the Cambria,
Mhm.
and then they'll go to the Renton, and then they'll
Okay.
go to the Book Cadillac, and then they'll go to the Godfrey. They'll make their rounds. Hey, you okay? Chuck, Marielle, Randy, Mikey, you okay?
Are they checking
Or-
regularly though, James?
Yes.
Are they checking?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Okay.
And
I
like
think-
today, for example, we had an unfortunate situation. So when this happens, it's all hands on deck. We have chaplains as well as counselors that are going to come and love on our firefighters and talk to them.
But I think the other question and conversation that has to be had too is the willingness of the other firefighters, because you can only get as much help as you're willing to admit that you need.
That's what I was
And
saying.
because mental health is still such a stigma in our community, and that conversation is still such a, walking on eggshells conversations, sometimes that might not, the counselor showing up to someone asking, like, hey, let's have this one-on-one time, might not even translate into them genuinely having a conversation. Because let's be honest, most firefighters, I'm going to say a vast majority is men, correct?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay, cool. The vast majority of men don't feel safe having conversations about and being vulnerable, expressing themselves. So you mean to tell me that out the gate, we going to think that, they going to feel comfortable talking to a therapist that they might not know? I don't think that. So I think, the person may be having to do rounds a few times before somebody might even feel comfortable to say, hey, I'm feeling like this, or I'm experiencing this, or, it really did kind of mess me up having to take those babies out of that house after this happened and whatnot.
Yes.
But until us as a community say, hey, it's okay for us to talk about these situations and talk about our shortcomings and how we're feeling mentally, people aren't going to do that.
Right.
And I think that's still very much so a stigma, just saying, hey, I'm not okay. That's hard.
It is. And the beauty of our job, we don't call it a job, it's a lifestyle. Yeah. We're a family. So we're working together. We see each other every day. Hey, Mikey, we're in the same situation, same fire. Hey, man, what you doing after we get off work? We work 24 hours. We get off in the morning. Man, let's go get some breakfast.
Mm.
And we chop it up. Or let's go to the gym. What's going on?
Here's another question. So, like,
we got to have an outlet.
Say, y'all be like, man, Johnny over here seen some shit the last couple of days. He's been acting funny. Do y'all go to the counselor and say, y'all need to go
in a
holler
heartbeat.
at Johnny?
In a heartbeat.
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Okay.
Yes.
Without, like, making him feel
Yes.
like, oh, y'all snitching on me?
Violated.
Because
Yeah.
you think
Yes.
I'm fine,
Yeah.
No,
But
discreetly.
there's a humble way of,
It is.
a gracious way of,
Yes.
approaching that.
Yes.
So since this is a national issue, if you had the ear of the president from a federal level, what do you think the missing link is? If the help is there, if the encouragement from brother to brother is there, what would you say is needed to drop those suicide rates?
Help us be proactive with the public education piece. So if everybody's got a smoke detector, everybody's got a fire escape plan, we're going to cut down on the fatalities, correct? That's number one. Number two, get us more people, give us more money. And I know I'm speaking to the choir, preaching to the choir, everybody needs more money. Everybody at this table should be making $5 million per year. And should be. But get us more people. Don't burn us out. And show us some love when we retire.
Yeah.
That's it. We should never have to work again after our 20 years.
Yeah.
We should be good.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it really starts with that community education piece. Make sure everybody's educated on fire safety and prevent fires. Then there won't be as many tragedies.
You know what I like too, working in the entertainment community, especially in the hip hop industry, there's a lot of people are coming out and having foundations for mental health, Black mental health, but also helping with the fire departments. Like when you call a Skilla Baby, you're doing a fire alarm safety.
Yes.
Our community is there.
Yes.
And they're helping. Or Mikey, I need so and so to bam. They're on it.
Yes.
And I don't think I couldn't see that happening 20 years ago. It just wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't.
Well, sometimes.
Let me put it this way. I was around 20 years ago working with some of the biggest artists in Detroit, the biggest rappers in Detroit. We weren't getting those calls from the fire department, from the police department. And my God, that was not talking about mental health issues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. So I kind of answered my own question, but I love seeing that. Everybody helping and the younger folks being able to resonate with
Yes.
Yeah, and the I love the fact that the city of Detroit is understanding the value in that partnership. That's such a big thing. The value in saying, hey, these kids and these people are respecting this figure because they're from Detroit. They're from these neighborhoods. Cool.
Yes.
Let me put them in front of them to get that message. Because I know they're not going to listen to me.
Right.
I know they need someone that speaks like them, that talks like them, that's from where they're from.
Yes.
So I think that understanding that and finally seeing that, and even if some of those partnerships with those influencers, because I'm one of them and I appreciate it, are paid.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding that those partnerships are equally as valuable as putting up billboards, commercials, and whatever else. If not more value, honestly, more value.
More.
But you know what? Y'all better be talking good stuff around here. I ain't mad at that.
There you go.
So what? First of all, I really I've never seen like the full blown uniform.
That's beautiful,
That's hard with it.
Thank
With all
you.
the what is the pins mean anything?
Okay, so this is the city of Detroit pin.
Okay.
That's the spirit of Detroit.
Yep.
This is my badge.
Uh-huh.
Each one of these stars represents 5 years.
Okay.
These bars means I'm a division chief.
You got bars.
And the bugles, if you look real close, there are bugles here, there are bugles on my badge, there are bugles here.
Okay.
I know what's the ring.
Pardon me?
What's that ring, bro?
Shout out to, I got a choice award from Dave Bishop, a Detroit Choice Award. Shout out to Dave Bishop.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, that's what's up. What did you what did you win?
A community, a Vanguard Award.
And if I
beautiful.
must, I was given the Lifetime Achievement Award at that very
You
same
mustn't.
meeting.
Oh, that's what's up.
Since we're here, I was given the
If
Detroit.
I have to say
Well,
so
since we're
myself.
here,
Y'all wasn't even invited to
I
that
was given Detroit's
No.
favorite motivational speaker
That's
and
what I'm talking
saving
about.
event. So
That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
amongst good company, you guys.
But I
Thank you
ain't
so
saying
much.
nothing
Chief.
about.
Yes,
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your energy.
I have an
Thank you.
Emmy.
Hey, I'm not worthy.
Speaking
I'm not worthy.
I do want to say
He said I have an Emmy.
why and who taught all y'all how to cook and what is your
Ooh, I
best
know.
dish?
That's a good one.
And
They
then we can go.
are.
And then we can go.
Danielle
And
was
then we
always
can go.
inviting me to dinner there. I want to come and see what
It's
you
because they have
guys
that all
do.
that downtime.
It's a qualification. We don't go to Captain Jay's. We don't go to Ruth's Chris. We don't. We can't go to SIBO. We
Right.
cook. And if you bring out a meal and it's not right, and everything's from scratch.
Ooh.
We go shopping every day.
Yeah,
It's no
yeah.
leftovers.
What's your
I've
dish?
seen some
Chicken
of the
parm. My
meals.
chicken parm will drop y'all. It'll be a wrap.
Amazing.
Yeah,
my chicken
I've
parm.
seen some of the meals.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Well, the thing about it,
That's
they
my
can't go
go-to.
to lunch. Hold on, we
We
on
should
lunch
do
break.
some
Let
kind
that
of
fire cool
fundraiser.
off for a minute.
Exactly.
Some
Yes.
kind of fundraiser.
All right,
Yes.
we're gonna talk about it off
Yes.
camera, you
Yes.
guys.
All
We'll
right.
get to our next segment. Chief, thank you
Yes. so
much for being here. You guys.
Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned because we got another person that's special coming up right after this.
Thank you.
We're back with Talkish. My friends and family over here.
Yes.
So we got another one of my people.
Hey.
We got Alexis Fagan, who's Miss Michigan.
Alexis who?
Fagan.
Fagan?
Fagan.
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 Oops, my bad. Fagan.
Yeah,
All right.
Fagan.
Should we do that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start.
Let's
No,
do
we
it
can
again.
again. I was
Wait.
gonna say we should do it again because it sounded like you was about to say my niggas, and I was like, whoa.
I was like, wait a
Oh,
minute.
hell no.
I was like,
Wait.
whoa, during Black History Month.
I never dog.
I heard that. I was like,
I was like,
whoa.
oh, okay.
Oh, because I said new.
Yeah, you
oh,
right.
yeah.
I knew I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
Alexis.
I was like,
Wiggins,
Chief, let's
Fagan,
go.
Fagan.
Fagan.
Yeah, Fagan
Fagan.
Williams. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I got it.
that scared you.
I got it. It scared the fuck out of me. I was like, I'm about to have to rock out you like
No, please believe that.
Okay, you guys, welcome back to Talkish.
You got me, what?
You guys, welcome back to Talkish. Listen, Mikey was talking crazy, so I'm gonna introduce our next beautiful guest. She is Miss Michigan. We got Alexis Fagan
Alexis.
Hello,
in the
Hi,
house. Just FYI, she Mikey friend. So yeah, let me just
Yeah,
put that out
we
there.
don't know what she gonna give yet.
You making me
We're
sound.
still judging her.
You making me sound crazy. Mikey was talking crazy.
Mikey,
Yeah,
you
okay.
are crazy. Boy.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Embrace
that's why we
it.
getting along.
Yeah,
I wanna ask you
exactly. There
something.
you go.
Chuck, I was gonna tell. Go ahead.
Over the years, I have judged numerous beauty contests, and y'all crazy.
Because I don't know where you're going with
So
this.
anyway,
I need to approve your questions ahead of time.
you probably should,
Okay, go
because
ahead.
you know I'm going somewhere crazy on it. So
You judge
I
many beauty
had
contests.
to ask questions of each of the contestants, and there was a young woman who really was not very attractive at all, not at all. And so I asked her why.
Wasn't she attractive?
Why did she?
How did you even run?
Why are you in this contest? Why did you run for
Chuck.
Miss Michigan?
You said, "Why are you here?"
Why are you here, baby? Why are you?
Well, I guess the compliment in that for you is there was no question as to why you are Miss Michigan, and
I
you're
wanna know
you're
why
a
you
beautiful
here.
soul.
Not because I'm questioning your beauty. I just want to know why are you here? No, let me finish that story. She said that her little brother told her, it makes me emotional. Her little brother told her that she is the most beautiful girl he's ever seen.
And you just sat here and told her she's not.
I gave her some points for that.
Right.
She didn't come close to the finals or anything, but I gave her some points.
Well, you at least made her feel good.
And I love that he gave her that confidence
Mhm.
that she, with her ugly ass, thought she could jump up and get in this contest. But that was beautiful. Randy, stop. That was beautiful.
Chuck.
So
You can't be out here calling these girls ugly.
she was not a pretty girl.
I'm sure she was
wasn't.
gorgeous to somebody.
She was pretty on the she was pretty on the inside. She was nice. What they tell you, she's nice.
She had a good heart.
Oh, she has a great personality.
Oh, that's it.
She said she was
Big
pretty on
personality.
the inside, which brings us to you because you have the whole package.
Clean it up
And I
for
can
me.
vouch
I
she
see
is
where you're going.
You
beautiful
The
are
on
whole
the
very
package.
inside as well. Alexis became a good friend.
Yeah. That's beautiful. So we know that you're from Michigan, obviously.
But why are you here?
Yeah, so I started pageants when I was young. My mom, wanted me to do modeling and stuff, and I wasn't really into it, but she threw me in a glitz pageant, full makeup, everything. I did not have makeup on for my first pageant. She didn't know what she was doing. My dad came to that pageant and was like, if we're doing this, we're doing it right. So no more of the glitz pageants. So I started doing natural ones, no makeup, swabbed your face. If you had makeup on, you would be disqualified.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of how I got my start. And then I started competing for the USA system as a teen. I competed all the way from 15 to 18, got top 5, top 15, never won, took a break, competed for Miss Michigan, won on my third try. So
All right.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Good.
That's
And now
so
you've
you
been
came.
modeling as well.
I did when I was younger, but I'm not really into it.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. Really.
But you came up kind of like this is what you've been doing since you were a kid.
Yeah.
So
So you were not groomed in a bad way, but you were
Yeah.
groomed to do what you're doing now. That's
yeah,
dope.
yeah. So so I kind of fell in love with it, and then
That's dope.
I had a period of time where I was like, I'm never doing a pageant again.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm
and
sure
I-
that could be tough.
What happened? What clicked for you to say I don't want to do this again? And
I
then
had
give me the also what happened that made you say
Yeah.
I want to get back into it.
So I had a really bad pageant experience, and I had been doing
Ooh,
it since
what?
I was.
He love a mess.
Oh,
What
yeah.
happened? Spill the tea.
I've been doing it since I was like 6 or 7, and I got all my best friends to pageants. And I went to this national pageant, and this girl turned around and she was like, "Aren't you the girl that cheated? And we got an email saying that you cheated and you didn't deserve to be here." And
Did you cheat?
I
Did you
didn't cheat. I didn't cheat.
You
And I was
cheated.
like,
How would you have
cheated.
cheated?
What
I
does
don't
cheated?
know.
What does that mean?
Exactly. So that's why I was so confused. And I was like,
Mm.
no one was talking to me. And I was like, I'm never doing a pageant again. But it ended up working out because one of my pageant coaches at the time, she was like, well, let's just grab a random girl and she'll be your friend. I promise. Like you'll be fine.
That's the
She
best
grabbed
girlfriend now.
we were college roommates.
Yeah.
Like we see each other all the time. And so now it was like
That's dope.
bittersweet. But I still didn't want to do pageant. And my mom's like, well, just once, just try again. It's Teen USA. It's a whole different ball game. It's makeup. It's Miss USA.
Yeah.
So I tried it, got third runner up my first try, and kind of was hooked again.
Are you stopping at Miss Michigan, or what is the
Yeah.
end goal
Yeah.
for you?
So,
For
now
pageants?
what?
What do you
I
wanna do?
actually won in June, and my year's cut short a little bit, so I give up my title in April.
Mm.
And after that, well, starting now, I'm studying for my MCAT, and
Nice.
that's what I'll be doing for the next 3 months, leading up to the pageant, and then applying as well.
Growing up.
That's-
You
yeah.
growing up.
Yeah,
I think that the overall takeaway from your testimony is it's gonna be times where things get rough. It's gonna
Yeah.
be times where you want to put the ball down. It's gonna be times where it doesn't look like it aligns with you.
yeah,
But
And
you
never
have
get
to,
up.
But
Give
you
up.
have to get back into the game.
Yeah.
And always listen to your parents.
I ain't gonna go that far. But hearing your story of triumph with that is like, yo, I stopped for a second because it was a bit too much. Even that to me is a victory story. Like you stop for a second to protect your own mental health, to protect yourself, and to just get yourself back together and then get back out there. That is applicable to anybody that wants to pick it up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard times in your life.
Yeah.
It's gonna be times that it feel like, oh, let me take a step back, and it's okay to take a step back, but it's not okay to quit. And you are just a dope
Yeah.
story of that. That is so cool
That's
to me.
nice.
So, what is your advice to other young women who want to pursue going into the beauty pageant industry?
Yeah. I think my biggest piece of advice is truly just be yourself. It's really important to have something you stand for as well, and know who you are when you go in. And you wanna walk away knowing that you did the best that you could with the tools and knowledge that you had. And that's just my biggest piece of advice.
And tell
for
us
that.
about you. What are your long-term goals?
Yeah, so I want to go to med school. That's has been the goal since I
To
was
be
young.
what kind of doctor?
A pediatrician. So
Oh.
I wanted to kind of get in my major in college. I went to the University of Alabama. My major in college was psychology. And so I kind of wanted to do child psychiatry, but then I started scribing for an orthopedic surgeon, and I kind of fell in love with orthopedics. So I'm kind of going to wait until I get there, and we'll see.
See
whatever
what you like when you
floats
get
my
there.
boat. Yeah.
So I also got to give her kudos too, because when she became Miss Michigan, she went out. She didn't get a lot of help, or she might have, but getting into community events or doing stuff. So I met her early on, kind of by default.
Yeah.
We were doing one of Mary Sheffield's Occupy the Corners,
Yeah.
and it started sprinkling a little bit. And Mary and I we were under the tent to duck down, but it was the free shoe line, right? So all the kids from the hood got these free tickets to get shoes. And here's, Miss Michigan with her, crown and her banner and her mom standing in this line. And I'll go to Mary. I was like, Miss Michigan trying to get some free shoes. And she was like, you stupid, Mike. You know, see what she wants. Obviously, you could tell she was in the wrong spot. So I was like, hey, are you here to meet Madam President or whatever, you know? So I was like, that's kind of the free shoe line.
Yeah.
So I introduced them. And then there was a basketball game or whatever going on. Her and I was just chatting for a minute. And she was like, yeah, I want to do something with the Pistons and I want to do something with XYZ. And I was like, I can help you with that. Help you with that. And then I helped her with a few things, and we became like, you know,
that's
like
what's
a
up.
sister type.
We love a good friendship with a person not being a creepy old man.
Have I ever given you those vibes?
I literally
you know what?
I just complimented you and said you weren't a creepy old man.
Verify, I'm not a creep.
Right.
So what is your platform? What do you stand on outside of wanting to do medicine?
Yeah, so what's funny about that story that Mikey just said is I wanted to meet Mary Sheffield because the day after I won Miss Michigan, she was having a rally for gun violence. And I went to it, but I didn't get the chance to meet her because I had to drop my best friend off at the airport that came to watch me. So I had to leave early.
Airport drop off.
Yeah, I know. It was the whole thing. Yeah. So I found Hoop Fest and I was like, this seems like a really cool event. Like, I really want to go. And then maybe I can get into contact with Mary Sheffield as well. But that's my platform is gun violence. And then also Best Buddies, which is an international organization for those disabilities. They provide one-to-one friendships and they help them find jobs and stuff like that. So
why gun violence?
So I lost my father at the age of 8 due to a senseless act of gun violence, and that kind of like shaped me. And I didn't want to talk about it for a really long time, even in pageants. And I kind of got to the point where I was like, it's a part of my story. It's part of who I am. I want to talk about it and I want to show other kids that are in my similar situation that you can get out of it. I mean, I'm a first generation college student. I'm now Miss Michigan, but I had so many more accomplishments besides just being Miss Michigan that I overcame.
That's really
You're also an only child too, right?
I am.
So you didn't have any brothers or sisters to talk to, you know.
I'm sure that's a heavy conversation to have. Yeah. I don't like to take the conversation deep and heavy, but it's talking to someone else about this is really dope. I've never really gotten to talk openly about it. My dad was shot 8 or 9 times on my 5th birthday. He survived. He's here. But things that's always crossed my mind is what would my life have been like if that didn't happen? Yeah. And I've always gone so negative with it in my thoughts. So to see someone that actually experienced that and went through that and had to carry that cross, be so successful still, it's so dope. Yeah. Like, I don't know you from childhood. I don't know you from beyond today. I'm proud of telling you, though, for real, because children of people who, children of people who just have been exposed to that type of thing in life period or early in life, it's a different kind of flow. Like, it's a different kind of scary mindset that you live with, because it's like, are they coming after you next and things like that? So congratulations. Thank you. Because I know that wasn't easy. And even as a woman, just going through life, just, you in your early 20s, it's gonna be plenty of times where you want your dad there, you need your dad and whatnot. So just know you always am. I don't know you from a girl in the street, but you always in my prayers, sis, for real. You lit.
Speaking of weird old men,
who was Chuck?
Mikey said something about that. Being a creepy old man.
She said.
Somebody said something about creepy.
I said not being a creepy old man.
Coming from the creepy old man.
I've lost my train of thought. No.
That's right. Get your jab.
So just for the purposes of young girls and their mothers and fathers who are interested in entering their girls in that field of beauty pageantry, is there anything for them to look out for? Did you ever have to deal with any creepiness?
Like when I was competing or as Miss Michigan?
In general, right?
In general.
I mean, as Miss Michigan, there's always those awkward people that say something that's
it's a photographer
and that's a little weird. So you just gotta be mindful. That's why my mom was at the event. Like I always have someone with me.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay.
Yeah, so
me too.
So you're an old girl.
Wow, me too.
Damn. All 4 of us.
Y'all got
twins.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
She's like, I don't get it. What's
yeah.
happening?
Old people being old people, girl. Don't
Yeah.
worry. We old as shit. Come on.
She's like, all right, wait, is Mario illegal? Hold on. No.
Girl, no.
Mikey was quiet on that.
We
He's
all-
like, I ain't got nothing to
We
say
all
on
30.
that
We
one.
all 35 and up. Come on.
Go with it.
Well, I'll be 35 in a couple months, and I'm just a pill swallower at this point, trying to figure it out because it's hard. Oh no, I overcome that addiction. We'll talk about that next segment.
Yeah, pulling it
Steady,
again.
hoe.
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I had
Listen,
a
honey.
question for you.
No, he don't have no more questions. He
He
done with your questions. How can we follow you and where can we find you at online,
Yeah.
baby?
Yes.
So you can follow me at Alexis Fagan _
Mhm.
and then Miss MI USA on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Wait a minute, they gonna make you change your name?
No,
Yeah,
so I have
April?
two. So I have my personal account, and then I have the Miss Michigan account.
And
so,
you lose access after April?
Yeah.
They fake. Ain't no way.
You're done.
Ain't no way. They gonna change the password. They gonna change the password on you like that? Oh my gosh. We gonna talk off camera. Y'all, we'll be right back.
What's up? We're back with Talkish. We have DJ Tay Made, a female DJ who's making noise here in Detroit, doing lots of great things.
Thank you.
Taylor is her real name. She's got a great story. And what's up? Welcome.
What's going on? Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys. So I DJ honestly just all over the city. I kind of got started very randomly. One of my best friends DJs, she would have to go use the bathroom real quick and be like, hop on. So I would kind of just help her. I'm like, wait, I gotta know what I'm doing. So it was a lot of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then my whole family, half of my family is in music anyway. So I was growing up sitting in recording studios my whole life. They're all Motown. So I literally would just be sitting there listening to everything while they're creating music. So I loved it. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I didn't really know. So I went to Detroit Mercy, got my bachelor's in communications.
And you also play basketball.
I did.
With Detroit Mercy,
Yes, D1. Yes.
Kelsey, your best friend?
All right.
Kelsey, yes, you know Kelsey?
Yeah.
We actually played AAU together.
I needed to talk a little bit more to see whether or not she was around the age.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Baby, give me some, okay? I thought you was a solid 23.
Oh,
no,
thank
23
you.
years old. That's
Thank
what's
you.
up.
We was
Exactly. We're
all,
we're all in the same
You know?
23-year-old
You
bracket.
need something
Right.
everywhere, don't
Right.
you? You just be dipping your little
Yeah.
horn over here, over there.
They don't call me the queen of New Detroit for no
Exactly.
reason. Godfather.
Okay.
So, right now, DJs are really becoming celebrities in their own right and making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Where do you fit in? Are you making
I am doing great right now.
Are you really?
But I'm trying to be, I need to travel more. Yeah, so I want to, honestly, like my next step is basically to produce music. And then also I just want to travel everywhere I
What
can
would be a
and
dream
DJ.
gig for you right now?
Out of the country somewhere.
Nice.
I would love to play like house, Afro beats, and R&B somewhere. Just not anywhere near
Do
here.
you
That
have
would
a
be
signature?
amazing.
Do you have a signature sound?
Honestly, I can play anything. If throw me in a room, I'll see who's there, and I'll know exactly what to play.
That's what's up.
Yeah. My
That's what's
catalog's
up.
great. I know.
So I know you said that your love for music and your passion for music started at a young age. At what point did you say, all right, cool, I should take this seriously and start putting some time and energy into it?
It just hit me. I wanted to DJ. I was like, I love it. I love music. I was really trying to figure it out. So I hit on my uncle, and he used to DJ as well, and he's a singer and things like that. My grandfather is Johnny Bristol. He wrote a lot of songs for Diana Ross and the Supremes, and then he also
He had a big hit. What was it?
He produced Ain't No Mountain High Enough and
Oh, wow.
just
Ain't no mountain.
Yeah.
Ain't no valley.
Yeah.
Y'all be singing
yeah,
like
every time
every
it come on, I'm like,
Every reunion, that's y'all jam, baby.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
my
that's
song.
right.
that's my song. But no, he just has a lot of music that people don't even realize he either produced, wrote, whatever.
Say it's in you, not on you, baby.
It's
Stop
in me.
playing.
So I really wanted to figure out what I was trying to do with it.
Yeah.
So I did, and it's going great, and I love it. I told my uncle I wanted to DJ. He was like, "Well, I just got back surgery. Take all my DJ stuff." So that's how I got my first DJ board and all my equipment. So I just stayed at home, practice. I know a lot of people, in the city, so I didn't tell anybody I was gonna DJ. I just low-key networking. They didn't even know what I was gonna do, and then I just hit them with I'm about to start DJing. Yeah, and then I started getting booked, and it's been going great. I love it.
And you recently just started doing this full time, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
No day job.
No,
Like,
not right now. No, I really don't need it.
Amen.
That's what's
I
up.
know,
But
that's wonderful.
but I'm not gonna lie. I'm used to having like 2-3
Yeah.
things going on.
Yeah.
So it's,
you getting a little bored?
no, because I have about 5 other things I want to do.
Good.
It's just the time. It's just time.
Yeah.
There's only 24 hours in a day, so I gotta pick my days when I
Right.
can do everything. But I'm gonna get it done.
Do you have an idol in the business?
An idol. I honestly do not. I'll say my family.
Yeah.
Johnny
No, but,
Bristol,
Oh, okay.
Barry Gordy. That's my mom's uncle. Like everybody
Mhm.
that I grew up with, and it's funny because nobody's our age, but we all know who they are.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh, you a
it's
Motown main.
but if somebody's in their 20s and I start naming all these people,
Right.
they're gonna be like, who?
Right.
Barry Gordy.
You
gonna sound like auntie.
Oh my God.
Smokey, right? Like, what?
Yeah.
They're gonna look at me crazy.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up, though.
but it taught me a lot. It really did. It taught me a lot.
Yeah.
I really want to take this second to say that Marielle is such an official Detroiter
I
at this
know.
point.
Am I?
My girl just
You
said,
are.
that's what's
What
up,
she
though.
said?
You
You
said it. It flows so smooth right on.
Mario's gonna come in next thing like, what up, though?
Right.
Who we got, Mikey? Shit,
But
let's
that's
go.
like with her with that y'all thing. I was on the air on Fox 2 the other day and said,
Y'all.
y'all. I'm like, oh my
right.
God.
Yo.
Come on, y'all.
I'm like, you got me.
Yeah.
You
I
got
had
me.
just started saying y'all.
You gotta
No.
say,
Like,
I'm
I'm
a
texting
y'all
Trick
person.
on this group text today,
hey, y'all.
and I'm saying
Right.
y'all. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I had never
I
said
don't
this.
know how to
Is
not
it-
say y'all.
Is
What
it getting universal or like?
I think y'all is a word.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always been a thing. but
Y'all
I-
and ain't,
Y'all
ain't, y'all.
But I used to make fun of y'all. I used to be like, yeah, where you from, Texas or where?
What you
like,
mean? You
can
say
say
fun of y'all?
But see,
Who is y'all?
Y'all be. No, I'm just
but see, I can do
Run that
y'all,
tape back now.
but I can't do use.
Use is too much.
I can't do
Yeah.
Use
use.
is giving slave master. Because
Oh,
I'm
that's
used
like-
I feel that.
Use.
I
That's
feel
a
that.
Boston-
Oh, use guys.
Oh, that's a Boston
You guys.
thing.
Use
Right,
feels
you
guys.
East Coast.
No.
Yeah.
use feels
Use.
very racist.
That's
It
really
does.
thank
Use
you.
feels like
Use
boys.
Does. It
Use
does.
feels
Listen,
like boys.
hold on, I got a funny story.
It does feel like
I got a
boys.
funny story.
Can't say boys.
Use.
I got a funny quick story. Okay, I was in New York and I was with this band and they were putting up stickers, right? And my man got arrested, the drummer. It was some off-duty cops. And dude, like they straight up were handcuffed him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God. He's like, Mikey! And I'm like, we're putting
What?
up
Oh,
stickers.
yeah.
So,
That's the thing.
It's like
I
vandalism.
knew a couple of people in NYPD. We had a gig in like Hoboken, New Jersey that night or whatever. And I'm like, they're like, your man's going to Central Booking, he go nowhere, da da da. And I'm like,
Oh my
oh my
gosh.
God. I'm like, all right, look.
They was
They're
racist.
like, fall
Yeah,
back.
this is
I'm
crazy.
like, listen, I'm not
They
arguing with the
racist.
police. So I make a
Figure
couple
like that.
calls. So I make a
took
couple
him to
calls. And they're like, go down to this precinct. So they're like, go down there. So I go down, and it was like I was in like an episode of like NYPD. Like this cop comes out, he's like, come here. And he grabs a cigarette. We're standing outside, he offers me a cigarette. He was like, you those people, huh? I go, what? He's like, you know those people, huh? I'm like, well, I tried. He goes, well, it worked. Because you know
It
people.
worked.
But it was used. And I'm like,
So basically, you got
my man put up stickers.
You got him
dog.
out of
Are
jail.
we here for a
Who'd you
fucking
call?
murder?
right, because you clearly got him out of jail.
Huh?
You clearly are the plug.
I called.
Anytime I have an issue in New York,
Shout out to Paul. I'm
If
going
you
out.
can, if you can hunt, you can hear. Play with somebody else.
Who
Who
the
the hell you
hell
call?
Who
Oh,
did
yeah.
you call?
I called the sergeant who actually handles all the. You see him in all the
Like,
high
you know what
profile cases, like the yeah.
If you
Shout
can't,
out
if
to
you can't
Paul.
tell us, just let us know. It's okay.
Paul love you.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, but it was just hilarious. Like it was a sticker, but it was like
So
it's
she
such
said
a
he
big
was
deal.
in New York and got arrested. I immediately went. I became Olivia Benson.
Come on, Olivia.
And I knew for a fact your friend committed a sex crime, and I was going to take him down.
Oh, I'll be your Elliot.
Okay.
I'll be your Elliot.
All right.
Taylor, tell us
Anyhow,
about Taylor. Tell us about one of your most exciting
Listen here,
jobs
Stabler.
that you had
Yeah.
to play.
One of my most exciting jobs
Yeah.
besides DJing?
Yeah.
No, as a
I could
DJ.
get. I
Oh,
love
ads-
your fun gigs.
Okay.
One job that you like, oh, for real, and you had the best time at the party.
Well, one thing, it wasn't a rowdy party, but I did for the first time do an event for the Pistons for their home opener. That was exciting for me to do.
dope.
Yeah, it was
I think they won that game actually. That one game.
Yeah,
they
that
did
one
win the first.
That one game.
They won that
We
one
won
game.
that game.
They won the home opener.
You're welcome.
They need to
You're
bring you back.
welcome.
They didn't want like six. Don't
Y'all
do it
better
like
text
that.
AJ.
Girl, you better talk good.
I
I know. Right,
Talk
right.
good.
Let me call AJ. Right.
Women's Empowerment Month next month. You got to bring it back. You got to
Oh, yeah,
say
yeah.
some good shit.
I was gonna-
Say some good shit.
Do you get hit on as a DJ?
Oh man.
Of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I get hit on pumping my gas.
Right now.
You know.
But I mean, like, but just, but
You see this
just
face?
at work, I mean, like that.
But no, I do. I will.
Female.
No, but I will say, as a woman DJing, people approach me very wildly. They way differently.
Especially as the night goes on.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
drinks.
absolutely.
People
You know
get
what?
a little
Absolutely.
drunker.
We had
Absolutely.
a
little
little
more.
conversation prior to this that she got into it as a little bit older, and she's glad that she got into these club like DJing at
Oh,
clubs
yeah.
and events.
Rather
As
than
an
being in my
older, more
20s.
developed, mature woman,
Mhm.
because the way some of these the way they treat some of the female DJs, you know.
Yeah, you just see
younger.
how people
Can we
walk
call
up
them
to
women
people.
DJs? The
I
word?
agree.
I agree. Female.
Okay.
I agree.
It's just something
Fair
about female that remind me of Baby Boy when he was calling us some unstable creatures and
Yes.
females. And I
You
just feel
prefer
like you watch
women
that
to
card.
females? You prefer women?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
We
but,
are
but see, we need to hear this.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, cool.
Females
Now I know.
just sound.
It sounds like a species.
You gotta
It sounds
tell
like
me
female.
what.
It's
Mikey,
not-
did you
it's
know?
Exactly.
Okay.
I did not know.
All right, let's
female-
hear about this individual.
But no, it's okay.
Let's start
Okay,
here. Let's
okay.
start here.
I just feel like.
I agree.
I just feel like it's so many other ways for you to call me a woman. Like female,
Yeah, for sure.
female just sound real
Them
like.
females, man. them
Yeah, that's
females.
it. Yeah, them females over there acting like
Ah, them
exactly.
female,
I'm
man.
triggered. I don't know. It's triggering.
Okay, Taylor.
I agree.
Taylor, what's your opinion?
I agree. Just being a woman DJ, I get approached way differently.
Yeah.
People are way more aggressive. They think they can just come behind the booth and
Yeah.
do whatever,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. So I do have to be a little more. I'm super nice. I just smile all the time, so people think I'm just
Approachable.
on. Yeah, and
Right,
then I have
right,
to get
Oh,
you
and then
know.
you be like, nigga,
Calm
I'm
down.
from Detroit.
Calm down. I'm
Right.
actually not.
Oh, where you from?
I'm from Canton. I'm from the suburbs. I'm from Canton, Michigan.
Now be
Hey,
clear.
but
No.
listen.
No, I no. Be
I'm
clear.
not. I'm not.
No, be
Because
clear.
we
I
know
used
you
to- no,
from
no.
like we don't even
Pause
know where
for a
she's
second.
from.
Pause for a
You.
second. No, let's
I don't
pause
even
for a
know
second.
where she
I used to
lives.
rap with a girl from Canton.
Uh.
I used to be in a rap group with a girl from Canton. It was Ella and Rosie. Be clear.
I can spit.
Canton is the Detroit of that side of the suburbs.
Yes,
The Canton
I
girls
agree.
got hands.
Yeah.
I can't hold y'all. Them
They got
Canton
hands.
girls, they got hands and they get busy. So when I said,
Yeah.
oh, it's like, yeah, you from the burbs,
Yeah.
but Canton not really
And
the
when I was
burbs to
in high
me.
school, everybody from Detroit moved to Canton.
Yeah.
So, it was literally
Right.
So it's like y'all
oh,
really,
yes,
Canton.
yes.
So be clear, Canton the new
Yeah.
Southfield for real.
Yeah.
Like they
Do
really
you
all got
find
hands.
yourself
Yeah.
at an advantage in your job as a DJ? Do you say a lot of people come and hit on you, but
They
like,
hit on me,
but do also you have the opportunity to have some of the people that you'd like to meet who get to come? Like a lot of the girls don't get a chance, you know, but you the DJ.
Oh, he said you got access, baby.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you
I
have? Are you in a position you get a chance to be like, oh yeah?
Yes, it does help with certain things. I mean, people obviously want pretty women around.
Yes.
You guys said that in the beginning of the segment. Let's
Yeah.
get some beautiful women who are educated to help out with the podcast. And here we are. So it's I mean,
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Are you dating?
I'm dating. Yes,
You're serious?
I'm dating. I'm
So
dating.
nobody can come in to snatch you away or
Ab-
anything, huh?
Nobody can ever
Oh,
do that.
good,
Yeah,
good.
I don't play that.
All right,
People just,
all right, my
you know,
man,
no.
whoever you are, go for it.
Not
No,
you assuming.
Oh, you mean like that? Oh, no, I mean I'm single.
It's not
Oh,
right.
I'm single. I'm single.
It was not given. She can't get
You feel me?
snatched up.
I'm
like,
single.
wait a minute. Are you
I'm
sure?
dating.
Are you sure?
I know.
Are you sure?
I was like, well, hold on
Wait a
now.
minute.
You're already asking,
Can
right?
you get snatched up or not?
Yeah. No, I don't let people snatch me. No, I'm
Amen.
joking.
I know that's right.
I do the snatch.
I got
I
a
do the
question.
snatching. It's like, no.
What is your favorite genre to play?
See, that's a big question, but honestly, so I like to combine things. I don't like to play just one thing. It drives me insane if I just have to play. If I'm at one spot and have to play just all hood stuff, or if I'm
Yeah.
at one spot and have to just play all pop, I literally will go from R&B to rap to everything, to pop to Afro beats to house. Sometimes if I can mix it with a good rap song, like.
Are you practicing for your country mix? Because you know Beyonce.
Oh
about to
yeah,
come shut it down.
absolutely.
You
So
gonna have
that's
to
gonna be
come
my
shut it
debut.
down.
Listen.
I'm talking about
Y'all gotta
Beyonce.
save that.
Yes, absolutely.
Save that for
And she
another
don't do nothing
episode.
else. She gonna talk about
But-
Beyonce.
And
All right,
did.
though.
No, but
Listen.
I'm glad you did because I was gonna bring that
Listen.
up. That song is amazing.
Thank
I don't
you.
care what anybody
Texas
says.
Texas Hold'em or 16
Texas-
carriages?
I like Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
16 carriages is good too, but
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em
Taylor.
that's like
Thank you, Taylor.
it's
been
giving
so-
me what's her other song? Daddy Lessons.
Yes.
We just got.
Was a coffee with his tea.
Oh,
I like that song.
God,
Daddy,
they
the daddy
already
song. That's my
know
favorite. I know that.
the
Daddy
song.
Lessons. That's the best song ever.
Hey, Chuck, there's no stopping
Yeah.
Beyonce talk. All right.
Mikey,
I was.
Randy, Taylor.
That's DJ Tay
Marielle.
Tay.
Tay Made.
Wait, where can they find
Yeah, I
you?
like that.
Taylor Made.
Taylor, where
Yes.
can they find you?
Instagram. My Instagram is Tay_Made, TAY_MADE. And yeah, you'll catch me. Look at my flyers.
Period.
She
I know that's right. She said you.
I'm
you-
around.
you-
Yeah.
You'll catch you like Randy caught that earring.
Okay,
All right, there
Let's
we go.
I'm gonna catch it like
Hey.
you gonna catch this fish.
Oh.